What's up, y'all? Welcome to Sensei Reality TV. Like the video coming in, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. And I appreciate and thank you. Much thanks to the subscribers that I got. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Much love to y'all. Let's get into it. Tupac, John Singleton. If these two were alive, they would have buried the hatchet between each other to be able to make, more projects with each other. Would Tupac have forgiven John Singleton for not having his back when he needed him the most, when he was going through them court cases and things of that sort? But we'll get into that. All right, man. John Singleton met Tupac through Queen Latifah in New York at some party, you know, some place, downtown New York called the Big City Diner. It was Queen Latifah, Stretch, Shakim, Campari, I haven't pronounced his name. They were just partying, having a good time over there. That was when he first, met Tupac. So, them meeting each other and John Singleton, being, probably in his early 20s at the time, which was probably like in 1992. He hasn't really like established himself as a director as of yet. But it's funny how when you meet people, you know, you want to get to know them. And Pac was already a rapper at the time, and Tupacalypse Now was released around the same time Juice was released, right around that same year. You know, it was 1990. Nah, Tupacalypse Now, because Juice came out in 1992. Tupacalypse Now was released a year earlier. Excuse me. November the 12th, 1991. Interscope, Jive Records. Back when those two record labels was popping. But Tupac was already rapping, doing his rapping thing. But after him and John had met the first time, like I said, that downtown New York City, the big city diner thing. They chopped it up a little bit, Hey, introducing each other to each other, just pretty much networking. And fast forward, around about what I guess 2 years later, because like I said, Juice was released. Juice was released in 1992. Juice was released in 1992. January 17th, 1992. Might I add. So, when Juice was released, that's what Tupac, first breakout role as being, the villain named Bishop. Tupac killed the role of playing Bishop. It was just himself. So of course, Tupac was gonna kill that role because he was just being himself. But it was still an excellent performance. Still an excellent performance. But later on, after Juice was released, it was another movie that John Singleton wanted Tupac to be a part of, which was Poetic Justice. And Poetic Justice was released in 1993. I wanted to say 94 because it felt like 94, but Poetic Justice was released in July 23rd, 1993. So that was like Pac's first movie, where John Singleton, directed. And Tupac pulled off another one. Pulled off another excellent, outstanding performance as an actor. Cause Tupac, he took acting classes. He did acting classes in high school. He went to like one of those art schools in Baltimore. So this was like nothing new up his scale. Like he was an actor, I feel, before he wasn't a rapper. So Tupac got another outstanding performance in Poetic Justice. But as we go down the timeline to when Tupac was doing Above the Rim, because we going down the timeline after let me see, Above the Rim was in '94. That was right after. Yeah, that was right after he did Poetic Justice. That was in March 23rd, '94. So when Tupac was shooting this movie, he had court cases, things of that sort of what he was dealing with, and he was, fighting court cases. I think with this chick that was claimed that Tupac had allegedly raped her or something like that. So when he was dealing with that, when they was doing the whole Above the Rim movie, he had to go to court and fight those cases with that situation. And all he needed was a stamp from John Singleton saying that Tupac was been keeping his nose clean, and that he's been, and that, pretty much putting in a good word to the judge that Tupac, didn't do these things and that he's been keeping his nose clean, pretty much putting in, like I said, putting a good word for Tupac. That's all Tupac needed for John Singleton, was to have his back in the most important time, crucial time in his life. And John Singleton did not do it. And John Singleton, I don't want to say anything bad about somebody that's no longer here, but we're going to tell the truth. We're going to tell the truth, right? Because, whether they're here or not, if this is what they did, this is what they did. Now, when Pac passed away, throughout all his accomplishments as an actor, as an artist, when he passed away, everybody in they mama, man, wanted to make a Tupac biopic. They tried to scrap us, whatever they can, to put together a film based on the life of Tupac Shakur, Amari Shakur. But the thing that I didn't like that John Singleton was tried to do was develop a film on Tupac's life, but he was going to write have a rape scene in jail, trying to put it so that had people thinking that allegedly Tupac got raped in jail. And even Tupac cleared up himself in that Vibe interview before he passed away, saying that he'll be dead before he let another man rape him. Like he stated pretty much that he would never allow anything like that of that sort to happen, because he got those rumors before he passed away, and he cleared it up in the Vibe interview. But for John Singleton to have a rape scene in a film that he was going to put out on Tupac's life that never got, he had to scrap that scene that he wrote, stating or having, written in the script of that sort of Tupac getting raped. Like he had to scrap that and throw that away. But he was gonna write that. He actually thought and wrote it out for the fact that, in a script saying that this man got raped. Now, how foul is that? Now, if Tupac was alive and John Singleton was alive, it wouldn't have been no peace. I feel like Tupac would have slapped the shit out of John Singleton. If they would have bumped into each other and they both were still alive, or if Tupac would have saw John Singleton face to face, either he probably wouldn't have said nothing, or he would have slapped the shit out of him. Because John Singleton, like, he's great at what he do as far as a director. But foul at the same time, because he was finna thinking, he actually written this out, and this man had already passed away, having a jail scene written in the script for this film or movie or whatever it was that he was gonna do on Tupac's about Tupac's life, about everything that went on and involved Tupac in his career. So hell no, I feel they wouldn't have done nothing, no projects, no nothing together. I feel like this would have been something that if Tupac was still alive and John Singleton was still alive, that Tupac would have took to the grave with him, because you can't come back from that. Especially like if you gonna write in on the scene about somebody getting raped that didn't get raped. Like, that's like you making false accusations. And Tupac could have sued the shit out of him if he was still alive and he found this out. But this is public documented. So I wanted to make this video to state, but the question was, would they have done any projects in the future together if they were both still alive? No, they wouldn't have. This is Sensei Reality TV. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Live, love, laugh, stay military minded, focus on who? Yourself. And love who? Yourself. And keep who first? God. Or whoever that you believe in. Alright? That's all I got. Y'all already know how I'm finna end it. One love. Peace to all. I'll let y'all later. Sensei Reality TV. Gone.